I am, as you see, one would say, well, this is Testito. Testito is, anyways, this is just a character I made so people don't get weirded out. He's Testito. Testito is a warrior, Ninja Turtle. Like a Ninja Turtle, back in the day they called, you might have heard of it, like Roman times. The Romans called their defensive formations Testito, which is like a turtle. Like they put the shields up, make a shield wall, and it's like a tank or turtle. So I had this character, and I'm gonna see if I can do him as good as possible. This is Testito with his cohorts in his head. This is all in his head, right? So he's having this conversation, but he's like at a table. So, Testito, I see. Testito's back at the table again. And, well, what's this? Bravos is here. Ooh, Bravos. I tell you, if it wasn't for that time the other day when you, well, as you say, you helped the brother out and, you took care of a guy when, Testito doesn't ever have his back turned, but at this time, apparently I did. Bravos is like, Bravos. Testito's like, oh yes, I hear you saying your name over and over again. Bravos. Now, Bravos, what do you have to say? I turn my back for 2 seconds and then you take my spot at the table. Well, Bravos is only doing what Bravos should do. You see, I got this thing when I was a kid. Bravos likes to get everything right and get it on time and do what he wants. So I tell you, I took your spot and I did it in the most ungracious manner because, yes, I helped you. And then I set you up, I primed you. Yes, I did. Gave you my dinner. It was a bigger piece of roast beef and all the fixings and trimmings, and even let you have my glass of wine because it was the last Riesling. But as you say, as you're gorging yourself and you got up, I switched you spots and now I'm closer to the king. As you see, the king's not in the room, and well, look-see here. I have your spot now, and what can you do? Well, Testito, I don't think Testito's too happy about the current circumstances, and if this was democracy, I'd vote you out. But considering, well, Testito's a little, as you say, Testito doesn't have patience, so, this is how it's gonna work. I'm a gentleman, I'm gonna let you eat your dinner, and then, I'm gonna precisely take your spot back, and if it wasn't for the fact that, the king really likes you a lot, I'd wait till you went to the washroom, and I'd make sure you never sat at this table. Shh. We won't let that get past us. You got that? Oh, Remus entered the room.
Hello?
Yes, I know, a silly thing. There's so many of us, we have to keep track. And
Oh,
yes,
okay.
my name is Remus. And what are you two clowns doing? Oh, I see you're arguing over the spot closest to the king. Well, Remus just went out and did what Remus likes to do. Well, as you can see, my honors, well, it's poshed very nicely, and I really, really like it. See? As you can see, I am taller than both of you. Fine specimens of men you call yourself. One meal for you on the right breast plate, and one meal for you for my left. Well, I tell you, it would be a real mixed mash if, I'm not going to say anything rude, but I think you get the context if, say, my armor ever gets bent in half and both of your faces meet, then you really see how ugly both of you are. But anyways, Remus is here, and I think I'll take that plate of food. Bravos. Oh, Bravos doesn't like what Remus is doing. I get what's going on. I seen it. I know. I know. You and Testito. Just because Testito's got a name like a turtle and he's tough. Well, I see what's going on. It seems like I'm a man out. Now, on days like this, I would like to say poetry and use some sort of, words to deflate your stunning manhood. Because considering, yes, you're more handsome, and yes, you're more beautiful, and yes, you know what? I don't know what else to say besides the fact that every time we have a joust or a fight or just a little fencing, Bravos always seems to win against you, you big, fine, beefy man of manhood. And hey, don't say anything, Testito. I know what's going on. I can see you at the corner of my eye. Testito, no. That's not happening. As considering I'm behind you, and right now I am grabbing my little piece of leather that I use to, whip people. Bros, what is going on? You just put your hands on me. I will not stand for this. You are lucky the king isn't here, or else I'd have you in a duel. A duel, and I know it. I just know it as I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid, because Bravos might not be the most beautiful of the lot, but Bravos is the toughest. And now I say, here, fate has called us together. Well, we're just in this little room hanging out, and while we're waiting, what does one do? Well, I don't know, just hang out and just wait. Well, how about you grab that fork, and I'll grab this fork, and we will duel right now. Because that's what Bravos does, and Bravos is a real man. And I know you, Testito. My swordsmanship is much better than you. Oh, I should say, in these current circumstances we find ourselves, forkmanship. So, Testito doesn't like the way you're talking to me. Oh, you Bravos, I swear it, by 1,000 fires of Hades himself, I will throw you in. It'll be 1,001 fires. Your armor, your rings, everything gone. Well, I tell you, Mrs. Bravos is, she's probably quite happy at home right now. But after I'm done with you, see, I won't, I should say fork fight you, or sword fight you. I just wait till your back's turned, because I know probably most likely out of let's see here, 8 out of 10 times you'll probably beat me at sword fighting or fork fighting, as we see in this little predicament that we got going on here, and I don't know, just try to make it out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wait till a little yonder later, and I'm gonna be all by my lonesome, and I'm just gonna hang outside your residence, and when I find you, I just get you from behind. That's the way I do it. I'm Testito. Yes, I see it. Okay, yes, Bravos, maybe fate didn't smile on you kindly like it did me and my friend over there. Well, this is how the things are. Well, in this day and age, I would have to say that people are maybe a little shallow. Yes, little shallow. And Palos over there, as you can see, that he's much finer-looking gentleman than you. And let's face it, he thinks he's better looking to me, but I know down in my heart. So this is how it's gonna go. We're not gonna fork fight tonight. We're gonna sit, relax, and do what knights do. You know what knights do. Pass the wine, pass the vinegar, pass the food. Don't forget the salt, because, as they say, if a night's not worth the salt, then I don't know what's going on. And if this night's not worth its salt, we're not worth a king's service, as they would say. You bumbling bunch of fools. I tell you, even you, Paulus. Sometimes I look at you and I just get so sick and tired. All handsome and perfect and such, and always got the proper line for the proper thing. Well, as you see, things are here. It's like a trio instead of, well, I don't know where everybody else is, but, bravos. No. You're not taking over the conversation again like you always do. So you have to make sure that you leave me some time. Actually, wait a second. What am I doing sitting in the mirror? Oh yeah. Oof. Oh, Mr. Sanderson. I think you had a psychotic episode. Testito's not real, so see, Testito's coming out. I don't like him, he scares me. Next thing you know, it's gonna be Bravos, Testito, it's gonna be Paulus, then it's gonna be Remus, then it's gonna be everybody, and everybody will be there, and I'll just be sitting there all on my lonesome in the corner, trying to see Testito go. Go. I have to say, it's time for me to go before, what did you just see? Testito. Don't like it when you start popping out in my head. This isn't fair. So, please, Testito, leave this establishment, because if not, I'm gonna have to go for a swim, or I'm gonna have to go for a run, or I'm gonna have to just sit back and, well, have a drink. Anyways, that was just like a little thing I made off the top of my head. It's called Testito, and I don't know who or Xanderfall or whatever, I just thought of it. So it's like a thing I made off my head where this guy's like, well, they're at a table and they always bicker over the table. Pass this up. No, you don't get this up today. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're always at the table and they're always sitting there, they're always arguing. I love art and I love writing and I love everything else. So I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Roland99, ROWL4ND99. Ask Google, you can see it, go to Google, you'll see my name. But for this one, you might have to look far down. So I'm just going to put it on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a skit, it's just for fun. And mighty fun it is. So if you like writing and like I do, basically you can check me out. I'll put the info. You can check me on my YouTube and stuff, where it's at. My name's Rolly Michael Dacu, and I hope you enjoyed that. Cheers. Have a nice day.